But let's talk about these Bucks. Defense has been suspect this season, but they made a move to help on that side of the ball, grabbing Pat Bev from the Sixers in exchange for campaign and a 2027 second-round pick. It's also been reported that the Bucks have traded Robin Lopez to Sacramento, where he will be waived and become a free agent. Neither here nor there, but just trying to update the people. Brandon, what does Pat Bev bring to this Bucks team?
Damn. A dog. He's a dog, and it's something that we needed on the defensive end, especially coming off the bench. And he was playing he's playing well in Philly for what he was bringing to the table. So, I mean, for what the Bucks need defensively with him and Malik Beasley, I think it's going to help the Bucks a lot. I think just his presence too. Like his presence is going to be huge for the Bucks. Just because they said we have Doc, so we're going to need somebody's presence on the floor.
Did Pat Bev offset Doc?
He should.
Yeah, I mean, he played with Doc, right?
No, I mean, did he play with Doc?
With the Clippers, right?
Well, I don't know.
Was he the coach for that Clipper team?
Yeah.
No, I think that was T. Lue.
Didn't Pat Bev play for Doc with the Clippers?
I'm pretty sure he did, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know because he was in Houston. Yeah, I think he was in Houston and got traded there.
Right, I think so. Yeah.
It was that good Houston team that kind of beat Doc, and then he got traded there. So I think they did cross paths.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
so a reunion of sorts.
I mean, I like it. I like it personal because he's such a great team guy. Mm-hmm. Where when he sees something that's lacking, he addresses it. So, when Giannis, you're bringing the ball up too much. Giannis stop taking threes. Giannis getting the post. He is the one that will implement that. You know what I mean? Just like Embiid, like, hey, we're gonna do these line drills. Get your big ass in shape.
All right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you have that type of guy and who can see things that the coach is scared to address.
Yeah.
Right? So like that Adrian Griffin, whatever Adrian Griffin was thinking, Pat Bev can say it better without ruffling the feathers.
Yeah, Pat Bev played 3 seasons under Doc with that Clippers squad. So Norris, you like this Pat Bev move for the Bucks?
I like it. Player accountability is everything when you're trying to compete for a championship. The coach can't be the bad guy all the time. And then Pat has playoff experience too, so he understands what's at stake. So I think for what he brings to the table, I think that's what we needed. A good boost of energy, professionalism, and then his energy is going to be contagious.
Okay, how important is it to have a guy like Pat Bev in the locker room for this Bucks team this season?
Oh, no, I was thinking something.
You was crazy.
No, nigga, motherfucking campaign was out there like it was his team. He was out there motherfucking no-looking motherfuckers and shit. Boy, listen, hey. They was like, listen here, dog, hey, man. When Thursday can't get there fast enough.
No, hey, I texted that, right? I was like, what the fuck was going on, Doc?
Campaign out here getting his one. Like, he getting his man out there, dog. Like,
that shit off of me.
No, but this is a good move for them defensively. They were struggling defense. Give them another guy that's not looking to score. Gets others involved. Vet, been around. Not gonna hurt the team. So no, this is definitely a positive move.
Yeah. And how important is Pat Bev too? Just helping give Dame some help on the defensive side.
So is Dame the reason that they bad at defense? Because I know.
So this shit gonna be
No, what I'm saying is I know.
Shit gonna be like football.
Media says Dame, but is that an actual thing?
Is this shit gonna be like football? Well, he only played one side of the ball. How the fuck can he help him? You still got to play. You still got to guard somebody.
Well, what I'm saying is,
I think just pressure the ball, 94 feet. I mean, like him and Malik Beasley being out there together, like being able to have them two have different looks on the point guard, like it's gonna be able to help.
But the problem is that's never been their problem. If you look at the Bucks defense last year, it was 2 guys that did something different. Like when Kenyon played, right? It's not the scheme, it's him that's changing it. Right? Okay, he sees something coming. He just goes there, break it up. All right, he sees, okay, Kobe's gonna fake it, come back. I'm just shaking it up. Backdoor him. That's what Drew did. That's what Grayson Allen did, right? So it wasn't a scheme that they were in. It was just 2 players that knew how to recognize something and then disrupt it, right?
Right, so now we got 4 of them.
No, but what I'm saying is, Giannis, if you look at Giannis last year, he's doing the same thing this year, right? Lopez, Same thing. So the only thing that's changed is there was someone that was covering up what they did wrong. So it's not like, you're looking at like San Antonio Spurs, right? Ginobili was not a great defensive player. Bonner was not a great defensive player. Tony was not a great defensive player, but they knew how to funnel everybody. The problem here is Bucks don't have a structured defense. So you had two players, same thing with PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker is doing things in the game that makes it look like the team is a great defensive team. It's just him, right? Same thing with Lopez. Lopez is going for this block, and he went out of position, and I'm like, my man's over there, fuck my man, I'm gonna go help Lopez. That's what Drew was doing. Drew was so important.
He's a good individual defender, and it allows good team defenders to be better team defenders. It allows Giannis to be like a free safety. If you throw a not perfect pass, Giannis is going to intercept it. If you're off balance and try to score because Drew's sliding with you, Lopez can come over for the block because you can't elevate. Like
Drew reminded me of like a lot of the way J. Kidd defended.
Yep.
Like he can guard the best guy, but he helping everybody. Like that shit was like, yo, man, go guard your man. But he can get back to him and you trust him to do it. And that's what Drew was doing. Like, so that's what made us. And we had, imagine me and him on the floor together defensively. It's scary. Like
I know that.
We doing this shit. Like we doing the exact same thing on defense. Like, I'm guarding my man, but I'm helping him, tagging him, dropping. I'm in the pick. I'm telling guys where to go, and that's So imagine, So I see what Gil's point is.
And that was what's so funny is when there was a question where who was the best defensive player or something like that, and mine was always combos, right? Like King and J. Kidd, hated them two motherfuckers right there, right? Because even if I got past J. Kidd, if I got past him, right, then I got to worry about King back there, right? It would have been Ray Zhao and Eric Snow, right? Sir. Them two. Right, it's like, right, so I got a body coming here. Once I get past him, I got this man tracking me, right? Some players are trackers, and that's what Drew was good at. He was a tracker. So even if I'm on the weak side, he would leave me to go stop a play.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's the guy that if there looks like there's a bad situation, he has Steph. Usually everybody stay with Steph. He's gonna make the play. Right, knowing that, okay, he's driving, he can't see Steph. Let me go help, make him turn, then I can get back to Steph. He does those things that, just naturally is not into Dame or anybody on that team. So you have him and PJ, which made them great. Then you had him and Grayson. Well, you lost both of them, so you looking at Dame like, well, you ain't doing nothing, yeah.
That's never his job.
It's just not that's not his job. He's never had.
I mean, we got two defenders, and we got a dude that can score over 30. So like we got
two.
We got Malik Beasley, and we got.
Dame need to do more offense.
Like and Dan could do more. So it's like we ain't lose nothing.
You're losing the net guy. You're what you lost is two trackers. Okay, so
we got Patrick Beverley and Michael Beasley. So they can all play together.
Okay, so Detroit Pistons, right? Chauncey was a great defensive player, right? Tayshaun Prince was a great defensive player. Ben Wallace was a great defensive player. But they were struggling defensively, right? They couldn't guard nobody. You add Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace now is a great on-ball defender, which put everybody back into the element because he's a tracker. Now, Ben Wallace, who tracks, he gets to roam.
Now they got one on me.
Yeah.
Listen, man, they got Sheed. Let's call it a spade, dog. They got Sheed because I was busting their ass, dog. They couldn't beat us. Ask him. Ask Chauncey. Ask him. They could not beat. We just swept them the year before in the playoffs. That same Pistons team without Rasheed Wallace, we swept them. Broom. But they went and got Sheed because I'm destroying them. They putting Ben on me or Sheed on me, other than on the backside. They had to.
That make a big difference.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So now you have what you do is put the
and they got fucking lucky. Chauncey made a 3-quarter shot to beat us to go into fucking overtime. That's how, dude, we was. But
you put the big one on him. You put Rasheed on him,
and then
say, "Hey, Ben, stay low. Ben, jump." So now when he's shooting his normal hook, now he has Ben Wallace jumping in the backside. Now you have Ben Wallace tracking everything. So every back door, Ben Wallace is cleaning it up, right? That was Drew.
Yeah, to take him off of me,
yeah,
right?
It's about to happen.
So because
being
it's
off
gonna
for
happen
me.
again
it's
with
about to
Pat
happen.
Bev. I
Bev's
think
gonna
that's
do that.
Pat Bev.
Now Giannis can track.
Because Pat, that's what I'm
But see, when you watch the film, Giannis is not a good tracker. He's a good shot blocker.
I'm about to say.
But he's not a good cleanup guy that's tracking and netting everybody. That was a problem. That was Drew and what's the name. So with Patrick Beverley, now it's like, well, to have Dame scoring and Patrick Beverley net job, who is going to be? You have to sacrifice. If you want your tracker on defense and you want your scoring on offense, you have to get rid of your 2, your 3, because they can't both be in the game.
I mean,
I don't think they have to be that great defensively. They just
Yeah.
have to be better.
Yeah.
And Dame and Giannis are going to score more. No point guard going to outscore Dame, and it's few who going to outscore Giannis in a series.
and Pat's so destructive. He's
Right.
just everywhere.
So even if Dame ain't a good defender, he going to still have a plus because you ain't going to outscore him. Whoever point guard he guarding ain't going to out-duel him. It ain't many that can out-duel Dame.
Not many, but Trae Young. I mean, there's been some. Yeah,
In the playoffs,
we talking
you
about-
would trust in the playoffs.
I was doing.
that's what I'm saying. We talking about this playoff. We talking about playoff.
I was doing the stats, and I'm like, okay, Dame is averaging 24. The opposite guard is averaging about 23.
Man, that's going to go up. This is their first time. It's
gonna
gonna
have
go
to.
up. It's gonna
By
go
May,
That's that he's gonna.
No, like
gonna
right
turn
now,
it up.
like he got to turn it up. Now I know he's going through a lot, but he got
Yeah, he going through some stuff right
Yeah,
now.
he got to turn it up, and 24 ain't good enough.
How did the Bucks? Obviously, the Bucks since the Doc Rivers move been struggling on the offensive side. How do they increase that offensive production?
Get rid of Doc. Just trade him.
Okay, they can't. Let's say you.
another replacement.
Well, I know what. Well, listen,
The replacement coach get replaced by another.
I hear what Gil's saying, but I don't
man?
think getting rid of the coach in the first place was the answer. Right?
I think that might
Because you already got an
be
offense in place. You already got, so you got to figure out how to work with that. I think that was the first problem. And now you bring him in and trying to implement whatever that is, it's tough. He was already not playing as well as we all known him to be, right? So now you put all this on him even more. Now I got the ball in my hand. Now I got to fucking learn these. I got to erase this side. And then I got to, like in the middle of the season after fucking 45 games.
It's tough.
It was easier to just tweak your defense.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you looked at Griffin, right now you're talking about his defense, you're not giving him credit for his offense, right? So all you had to do was fix this little problem, right? A defensive problem. You get rid of him and you bring somebody else in, he has to fix the defensive problem, and now he has an offensive problem. So now it's harder for that organization because you got to figure out offense now and defense now.
They're going to be okay on offense. Doc is cool on the ATOs and stuff like that.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what
right
he's
now
known
they
for.
average. Right now they average about 115 as a team. When they was averaging 124.
So, Gilbert,
Has Doc ever coached talent like this? That was like this ever?
Doc,
Between Dame and Giannis? Has he ever had two?
Not
Yeah, I
since
mean,
Boston.
shit, he had Tracy McGrady. I mean, he had probably one of the best natural scorers the game has
Orlando
seen.
team.
No, but I'm talking about two guys that has he ever coached an NBA champion already and had a point guard like this?
I mean, you have.
So that's what I'm saying.
No, he had. I mean, a point guard that can score. No, he's never. That's one thing he hasn't had.
Okay,
A
so-
point that scores. So he don't have an offense for Dame.
We don't know. We just
Give
got
him
there.
some
We
time.
If
We
I
don't
coach,
know.
but okay, all right, let's try this. If I coached a guy like Rondo, those type of guards, right? Pass first guards who probed and did this for 20 years, right? For 20 years, and then you give me an AI guard. What play do I have that benefits this type of player? I don't.
Pick and roll is
That's
pick
why he
and roll.
brought his
They're just
assistant coach over.
Because CP was still averaging like
But my-
23 a game. Like, it wasn't like he was averaging 19 or nothing like that. CP was still leading the team in scoring.
I know, but it's still passing, and I'm looking for certain things. Those certain things where you're placing players at, like you come off the pick and roll, you're gonna dive. This guy's up, right? He's sitting those type of plays for that. And when Dame doesn't look for it, it kind of like
Yeah, but we ain't got them type of players.
Blake wasn't leading the team in scoring?
Yeah, sometime, but CP led the
Yeah,
team
but we
in
ain't got
scoring
them. We
sometime,
ain't got
too.
them type of players.
I'm talking about overall.
For him to run that off. That's why I said maybe Doc just gonna change it off.
no, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, remember when he was in
I
New
thought
Orleans?
that-
Remember
I was
when he
like,
was in
this-
New Orleans when he was in like an MVP conversation? He led that team in scoring. He went to Clippers. He was first or second in scoring. So
I'm
it's
with
not
you.
like
No,
he's,
he's always
not
top
like he's
2, 3.
Rondo.
He's always top 2 on his team.
Rondo was not scoring really at all. Like, you know what I mean?
No. But what I'm saying is, all right, let's take Russell Westbrook, right? Russell Westbrook with Kevin Durant. Cool. Russell Westbrook with Paul George, right? Cool. James Harden, cool, right? Beal, cool. LeBron, right? Because those plays that he has and he's looking for players that's supposed to be a certain way, it's a clash, all right? He's not clashing with shooting and scoring type of players. He's clashing with playmaker type of players. Same thing with a guard. If I'm so used to scoring, you put me in a D'Antoni offense. Yeah, I'm in the pick and roll situation coming downhill, but you're telling me to look at something that I've never looked at before.
I'm looking for this side.
You know what I mean? Shit, I'm looking at this goal. You telling me the corner guys are going to be open? That's what's up.
Let somebody else pass it to me.
Right.
I'm not your guy.
I'm looking for this sidestep 3.
So, Gil, let's just say hypothetically you were consulting with the Bucks and not trying to dirty Mac for the job, but actually trying to help the team get better. What advice would you give Doc on the offensive side?
Offensive side? I mean, you know, right now your two best players, right, need to play together more. Right? They need to play together more because what happens is I'm Dame. So I see what Dame is doing, right? I do a pick and roll with him and Giannis. They're going to trap me. I got to give it to Giannis. Fuck. Right? You're taking me out of it. Right? So when I want to score, the last person I'm going to do a pick and roll with is Giannis, right?
Why, though?
Because I'm getting doubled every time. I got to pass the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's sometimes, not every time. But
every time.
What's wrong?
Yeah,
pick and roll every time.
Sometimes it depends. If Giannis come down, you're going to go back.
But what I'm saying is you're doubling me every time I do a pick and roll with Giannis. Okay, I do a pick and roll with Lopez, nothing.
If I score 5 times.
Hey, because he can shoot. So he popping, so you're not doubling off this pop. So now I'm used to my bigs in. So my bigs in Portland, this is what happens. So when I do this pick and roll, that's why a majority of his pick and rolls is with him and Lopez. Most of his passes are him and Lopez.
But they need to.
He got more pick and rolls with Giannis.
Yeah, he need more pick and rolls with Giannis. He got to.
Go ahead. I mean, because Giannis
but he's averaging 32. He ain't trying to get 12 assists.
He will. He gonna do whatever.
If they want to win,
they're gonna do that.
But that's what I'm saying.
They learn how to sacrifice. The great ones, like, hey,
but
you want to win, you got to sacrifice.
But that's something as Doc I have to be seeing because as somebody who's watching it, I can see it because I can put myself as Dame and see, okay, why aren't you two playing pick and roll together, playing, you know, you on the elbow, I throw it to you, I run off, try to get the quick pass, because you come fast enough and your man's behind you, I'm giving it to. If he's running with you, my guy leans, turn the corner, Euro dunk, right? That's what I don't see.
They need more action like that.
They need more.
I think you got to give them time. I don't think Doc want to come in and like.
How much more time you need?
I mean,
they third in the East. Like, they third in the East. God damn. They third in the East. God damn.
No. They're not third in the East. No, they're third in the East. Doc is 13th. His record is 13th in the East, goddammit. And the only team he in front of, he ain't got to win, goddammit, is Detroit. He right in front of Detroit, goddammit.
This has got to win, Gil.
He's been there.
He can't.
He can't go by his team record, goddammit. They're third in the East. Doc, you are 14th in the East right now. Goddammit. So
time, man.
Right? Like what the problem is.
All I know is come May.
What you've been consulting this team, you should be. When training camp started, right? When training camp started, you was a consultant, right? You was in there showing up, you get consulted. So you should have went in, plug and play.
Tough crowd.
I mean, I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, next year's open.
For what?
It's open next year, man.
What, a job?
Good luck next year, man.
A job?
No, I'm just saying open the team.
He's talking about Milwaukee's done.
He's trying to say a job?
I mean, this is
say next year, G?
Yeah, next year.
Wait,
next year, man.
We got a chance to win it this year.
Stop
that. All right, well, so Doc getting one for sure.
Y'all lost to Portland, bro.
Doc getting one for sure. I mean, come on, it was a lot going on. Dame came back for come on, it's a lot of emotions. Relax, a lot of emotions.
Did you know they didn't out of the last 20 from the 9-minute mark in the third quarter to the 4-second mark in the fourth quarter, Portland didn't shoot one free throw.
Portland won't even be there.
What I'm saying is that, think about it, they didn't shoot a free throw. That means at the end of the third, they didn't shoot a free throw. all the fourth quarter, they didn't shoot a free throw. That means they was getting fucking buckets.
That means there's no
Natural bucket.
No resistance.
No, that means nobody on the Bucks got in foul trouble.
That shit's
because
not
I'm just
gonna-
busting
that
your
shit
ass.
not gonna happen now. That shit's not gonna happen now. And Portland not gonna even be there in May. What
It
we
don't
talking
matter.
about?
Y'all keep this shit up, y'all.
Come on, man. You know that's not gonna happen.
I won't be there, man. Goddamn, they was goddamn getting just straight buckets, no free throw. You know how hard it is to keep up with a team and just outscore a team without no free throws, bro.
That's tough.
They been shooting like 70%.
That's no resistance. That means you could've-
No
there's
resistance. No resistance. Like,
No
yo,
resistance.
lunch meet, that whole team. Grant
All right,
Grant
we
out that
gonna see.
motherfucker.
We gonna
Giannis,
see.
lunch meet.
We gonna see come May. I'm gonna be the only one up here talking.
Nah, I'm with you. I don't think. I think they gonna still have a compete, especially with Philly being it's one less team. They gotta worry
Pat
about.
Bev coming right in.
New
championship
York went up.
Belt to ass.
No, they did though.
They go
They
up.
did though.
New York
New York gonna be the one that's gonna be the sleeper in the playoffs. They gonna catch somebody that shouldn't have got.
They
caught.
third. New York right third right now,
They're
right?
fourth right now, I believe.
fourth?
Yeah, they right behind Milwaukee. Cleveland is too.
I ain't no believer.
They on the
Or
same
Knicks
page.
tied for third, excuse me, tied with the Bucks for third.
Yeah, I mean,
Second.
yeah.
I
Cleveland.
ain't no believer in them though right now.